Hello everyone, welcome to another lecture on C++ programming language. We are on lecture 26. In this lecture, we're gonna write another program, using if else statement in C++. And we are going to write a program which checks, the traffic signals. So we are in lecture 26. Lecture 26. And we write a program which checks the traffic signals in C++. It's a simple program. So the logic is we ask the user to enter a traffic signal. If the user enters R means it's read. If the traffic signal is read, so we output that we say stop. Because if the traffic signal is read, it means all the cars should be stopped. And if the user enters Y, a character like Y, so it means the traffic signal is yellow. And our program prints out ready. So it means when the traffic signal becomes yellow, so it means you're ready to go. And if the traffic signal became green, if the user enters G, it means the traffic signal is green, so the program should output, go. And if the user enters another character, so we should write, or our program should tell the user that it's invalid character. So please stop or pause the video here and go to your computer and try to write this program by yourself. Then you should first try multiple times, no worries, think about it, take a piece of paper with a pen, write the logic, then implement that logic in your computer. So if you fail, try another time. If you fail another time, try another time. So it means this is our world. Take risk, no worries. No one find you, like if you fail, if you cannot write the program, no one blame you. But if you try, you'll learn. So first, go in your computer, write this program, even if your logic is not correct, then come back, because you should think. You should think, and you make a sketch of solution in your mind, then you implement that solution in your system. So first go and try to, write this program. And if you fail, or if you need help, then come back and watch this video and I write this program for you. So let's go. So let's write our program. So first we include, so ash include, we include our library, which is input output library, OSStream, IOSStream, because we take, input from the user, we output the user. So definitely we use cin and cout. So we need to include this library. Then we use, a standard C++ library because we write the C++ program using namespace std. And then we write our main function, integer main. So our main function block starts from here and we end here. At the end of our main function, any C++ program, at the end of any C++ program, we have a return 0. So this is the last statement in our program, which tells the operating system that our program is successfully executed. So here, we ask the user to enter a traffic signal. So for traffic signal, we have R for read. So we ask the user to enter, if the user enters R, it means read. So we should output the program means stop. because if the traffic light or traffic signal is read, so all the vehicles should stop. Then if the user enters Y, so here Y means yellow. Yellow means it's ready. Ready. So our program should, print out ready. And if the user enters G, G means green. So it means if the traffic light is green, so the vehicle should go. So this is the logic of the program. So here we take a character from the user. So for that purpose, we need to declare a variable type of character. So here I write character, the data type is character, and I write the signal, the name of the variable I called signal. And now I see out, and ask the user to enter a signal. Enter a traffic signal. Enter a traffic signal. And I also here inside parentheses, I write R/Y/G, means green, and quotation and semicolon. So we need to output this message to the user so the user understands what is this program about. And we say enter a traffic signal. Then VCN, yeah, we take that input and store inside the signal variable. Signal, the user enters either R or Y or G, so we store that one inside the signal variable. Now we need to check that. We need if signal is equal to R, then we here cout stop. Cout stop, and then we inline. If the user enters R become equal to R, so our program print out stop. And then else if we check another condition, if the signal is equal to Y. So we open the else block and we close the else block. So cout here, cout, we say ready. Then we say inline, okay. And then I write part of the program here because we don't have a space here. So I write here, and then we have else if, another else if. Let me take another marker because this. So else if signal, if signal is equal to G, so it's a character, we put the character inside, we place the character inside single quote. So then cout, we say, because the signal is green, we say go, and then end line, and then we have else. Any other characters which is entered by the user, so we see out invalid character, invalid input, quotation, and then we have end line, which is a new line. So this is a program which checks traffic signals. So first, we declare a variable called signal, and the data type is character or char. It means it stores only one character. So then in another line, we see out enter traffic signal. And inside, parentheses, it means R, Y, G. R stands for red, Y stands for yellow, and G stands for green. Then, when the user enters a character like R, we store inside the signal variable using cn. And now it's time to check condition. So if signal is equal R, it means if the user enters R is become equal to R. So it means this portion of the program will execute, the if section. So it says cout stop, because R is means read. If the traffic light become read, so the vehicle should stop. If this condition is false, so our program checks another condition, which is else if. Another condition. So we have if signal is equal yellow, if the user enters the Y. So if this condition become true, so we see out ready. It means vehicles are ready to go. We become ready. It's time to, the light after, yellow became green. So it's ready to go. If this condition has become false, so our program checks another condition. And it says if the user enters G become equal to G, so it says cout go. It's time to go if the traffic signal is green. Else, if none of the above condition are true, so the else portion of the program will execute. And it says invalid input. The user, enters another character like A, like B, like C. So none of these above conditions are true, these conditions, so the else portion of the program will execute. So this was a simple traffic signal system. And we implemented this program using if else statement. Why? Because we have multiple conditions to check. We have to check for red, we have to check for yellow, we have to check for green. So we have multiple conditions. So that's why we implemented this program using if else statement in C++. So now it's time for practice. Let's go and write this program in our computers. So I'm back in my system. So I first open my IDE and we are on lecture 26, and we write the program using if else statement in C++, which is traffic signal systems. So let's first we declare our variable, which is char, and we name that variable signal, and we see out and we say enter traffic signal. We ask from the user to enter either R for red, Y for yellow, and G for green. And semicolon. And here we cn and we store inside the signal variable that input which entered by the user. And now we check here. And if signal is equal to R, so we see out stop and inline. And if signal is equal to Y, so we see out. So the good thing about this ID is actually it's, it auto complement is very strong. So we say ready, and then we inline. And then we check another condition, else if signal is equal to G, so we see out, we say go. and then end line. Else, if the user enters another character, so we see out here, we say invalid input. So this is a simple, traffic signal system using, if else statements. So first, we declare a variable type of, character. The name is signal. Then we ask the user to enter a traffic signal like R, Y, G. And then when the user enters that signal, we store inside, the variable signal. And then if signal is equal to R, so we see out stop. Then if it's not R, we go to another condition and check if signal is equal to Y. If it is not, so it goes to another condition. If its signal is equal to G, it prints out see out go. But if it's not, so if none of the above condition is true, the else section will be executed. So let's run the program. Enter traffic signal. So I enter, like G. And it says go. And if I compile and run again the program and I enter, R, it says stop. And if I write here Y, it says ready. If I enter another character like A, it says invalid input. But what about if I ask a question? If I compile and run the program and I enter, R, small r, it says invalid input. How can you solve this issue? So there is a bug in your program. So this issue you can using, or. You can solve this using or. We say if signal is equal to, instead of, capital R, if it's small r. And here also we can add or, logical operator, which combine, the if signal is equal to small y. And here also can, like add if signal is equal to, small j, a small g. So now if you run the program, so you can see if I enter small r, it also says stop. If I, enter small g, it says go. And if I enter a small letter y, and it says ready. So it means we can use, or, logical operator to combine two conditions, like, if the user enters a capital letter R or a small letter R, or the user enters the capital letter Y or a small letter Y, or the user enters capital letter G or a small letter G, so it should go. So it was, to the lecture, which was lecture 26, and see you on the next lecture. Thank you for watching.